And so for us to, amidst these folks who supported the insurrection, to be forced to pledge allegiance to the flag.
Legitimate response.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. This is Legitimate Response, a channel focused on politics, politicians, what they do, what they say, what they don't say, what they should say, what they might say, and the stuff they do that just doesn't make any sense. They can turn something really small into something really huge. Now, what we got coming up is the Judiciary Committee. They're starting to get in session and they're laying all the rules out. They're trying to set everything up and get it rolling so we can get some good investigations going on Biden, because gee whiz, they found some more documents. A fifth time. It's like, how much more documents can this man have? Whew, I thought Trump was the king of that, but man, Biden's got that on lock. But what's coming up, they're setting out the rules. Now, you might be thinking, what's so interesting about laying out some rules, right? Well, you'll see it goes from something as simple as the Pledge of Allegiance to an insurrection. It's completely nuts where this goes, and you'll have to follow it. But trust me, it's very entertaining. Let's roll that clip.
Mr. Gates is recognized to explain his amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Here on the august Judiciary Committee, we are charged with vindicating the constitutional rights of our fellow Americans, and our Pledge of Allegiance is a national symbol of pride and unity. And it was a great honor to be able to invite one of my constituents this morning to offer the Pledge of Allegiance. And so my amendment gives the committee the opportunity to begin each of its meetings with the Pledge of Allegiance. It gives our members the ability to invite inspirational constituents to be able to share and lead in the Pledge of Allegiance. I offered this amendment to the Judiciary Rules 2 years ago, and it was defeated, and I'm very optimistic that we'll have a different outcome today. That's the amendment, Mr. Chairman.
I thank the gentleman for his amendment. Support the amendment. Does anyone seek recognition? Gentleman from New York, Ranking Member now.
I would oppose it simply on the grounds that as members know, we pledge allegiance every day on the floor, and I don't know why we should pledge allegiance twice in the same day to show how patriotic we are. As I said, we pledge allegiance on the floor every day. I don't think this is the most important amendment in the world, but since we do pledge allegiance every day on the floor, I think it's unnecessary.
All right, now I know what you might be thinking. Well, that seems logical. Sure, why say the Pledge of Allegiance twice? It does sound bad to oppose saying the Pledge of Allegiance, but it makes logical sense, except...
Recognize the gentleman from Louisiana, Mr. Johnson.
I've not seen Mr. Nadler on the floor when the pledge is done, and most members are not present there, so it's not accurate to say we do the pledge every day or participate in the pledge every day. It may be offered, but you're not there for it. This is the work of the Judiciary Committee. This is the committee that has the charge of defending the Constitution and our fundamental freedoms and defending the very freedoms that the flag represents. And so it's a bit absurd to suggest we couldn't take 30 seconds at the beginning of this important work to do what should be done by all Americans. And so I think this is entirely appropriate. I wish we had done it 2 years ago, and I think we missed a lot of opportunities. I yield back.
And there you go. Burn. Crazy. Now that's how these Democratic politicians are. They'll say something, sounds like it makes sense, but when you dig a little bit deeper, you realize that they just lied to you. They just completely twisted the facts and made it sound like something it wasn't. He ain't there to say the Pledge of Allegiance, so he's opposing saying it. Now, this may seem like a little bitty thing, right? That was just an interesting little back and forth, but watch where it goes from here.
Gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Johnson, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I wish 2 years ago that on January 6th, that the insurrection never did happen. And I regret the fact that many members of this committee voted against certifying the election results based on the big lie. And they have continued to promote the big lie and undermine public confidence in our government. And so for us to, amidst these folks who supported the insurrection, to be forced to pledge allegiance to the flag.
Okay, no, I didn't cut anything in between that. He literally went from talking about the guy not being present to say the Pledge of Allegiance to January 6th. Just straight up and saying, screw that, I don't want to pledge allegiance to the flag. Why should we be forced to do that? What kind of American are you? This guy is in Congress. He is representing Americans, and he is opposing saying the Pledge of Allegiance. We used to say the Pledge of Allegiance every single day at school, and I had no problem doing it. Sure, I thought it might have been silly, but I'm going to do it anyway because we live in the best country ever made. And these people that are supposed to be serving our country could seem to care less. And this is why I created my channel. For people like this. We have elected officials that do not care. They are just there for themselves, and it's evident. And that's why I'm wanting to bring all this stuff up. I'm really surprised. How the hell did he get to January 6th? I'm gonna link the video in the description. Go and watch it. It's about 20 minutes long, and it goes further past what I showed. It is simply nuts. They start arguing back and forth over January 6th. It's completely crazy. It's too much for me to cover here on this channel, but I would suggest going to watch it because it really reveals where the Democrats are, where the left is. I'm really surprised that people vote these people into office. You know what? I take that back. I'm really not surprised because politicians on both sides, Democrats and Republicans, lie through their freaking teeth to the American public all the time, and I am sick and tired of it. A lot of Americans are sick and tired of it, and that's why I created my channel. Like I said before, I'm here to point all this stuff out so when it comes time to vote, we can get in there and vote some of these idiots out of office, because we do not need self-serving politicians who are only there for themselves. Politicians are there to make the country run. They are there to bring us forward, evolve our country, and make it better, not tear it down from the inside. Just something to think about. That's all. That's all I got for this one, y'all. Make sure and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. Hit the like. As a matter of fact, you can choke the like button out. Just grab it. Take out all your frustration on that like button, because that like button's an asshole. Thanks for watching, y'all, and be positive. Peace.